So with the constant rumors going around that Robert Downey Jr. was going to appear again in the MCU, specifically with the rest of the Avengers appearing in at least one of the Avengers films set to premiere during Marvel's Phase 6 plans, we have heard from a few of the cast such as Scarlett Johansson and Tom Hiddleston give their take on their Marvel heroes and if they were contacted to appear in one or both films, to which they responded the same, not really knowing anything.
I have at least twice in my life said goodbye. and there's, I've like written to Kevin Feige and 𝘨𝑑𝘧𝗪𝗓 and Victoria Alonso, but thank you so much. It's been like the role of a lifetime. And they've written notes back saying, come and see us anytime. You're always part of the family. We're always here. You've given us so much.
They find a way.
Confirm or deny anything about this?
I think it might be, I think it was the end, right? I don't know how you come back from that. She did.
It's clear that playing this character has been a blast for him with past interviews we have seen of Robert Downey Jr.
In addition to being just a little freaked out by what happened in New York in Avengers, I thought, well, what would he do next? He would probably start tweaking on building as many weapons in the form of suits as possible. So we wanted to keep each one a different personality. His Mark 42, his kind of work in progress, is autonomous.
However, just recently, Kevin Feige gave a statement regarding all the rumors of Iron Man's return into the MCU, saying, "We are going to keep that moment and not touch that moment again. We all worked very hard for many years to get to that, and we would never want to magically undo it in any way." Director Joe Russo added, "We had already said tearful goodbyes on the last day of shooting. Everybody had moved on emotionally. We promised him it would be the last time we made him do it, ever." He even takes us back to when they shot the last line for him. Anthony Russo noted that for Robert Downey Jr., it was a difficult thing for him to say his last line as the superhero. When he did come back, we were shooting on a stage directly opposite where he auditioned for Tony Stark, so his last line as Tony Stark was shot literally a couple hundred feet from his original audition that got him the role. RDJ's return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Iron Man is not guaranteed, as there are potential risks involved and a contract renegotiation would be required. Of course, we remember him saying if he were presented to come back, the script would have to be worth coming back because of how we left the character. There would have to be a super compelling argument and a series of events that made it obvious, but the other thing is I want to do other stuff. Marvel Studios wrapped up Tony Stark's personal story with his death, with Iron Man sacrificing himself to save the universe from the threat that Thanos posed, years removed from his demise. He, along with others, believe that his character has done all it can. While doing the press rounds for Oppenheimer, Downey candidly admitted that he was afraid that focusing primarily on the MCU would ruin his acting skills because he was playing the same character for longer periods of time. I really do think it's best that Marvel leave this character alone, now that I think about it. As much as fans want to see more of Tony Stark or want more of his character in one way or another, when you look back, most of Marvel's projects, even to this day, were the best because of Tony Stark. With the storyline they already had in place, I feel like it would ruin everything he has done already. Leaving this character to rest would be Marvel's best decision for themselves and keeping the legacy at bay.
The opportunity now was to capitalize on the success of Avengers and maybe do something that we might not have been afforded the opportunity to do. But we've always enjoyed, in the first Iron Man, things wind up being easy to follow, but they also tend to change. And I think an elusive bad guy who's also kind of wearing a mask is a very cool idea. It was also probably the biggest risk we took in Iron Man 3.
But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. What are your thoughts on this, and do you think Feige is bluffing, or do you think it's best if they leave this character alone? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on for more videos just like this. That's it for today though. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video. Bye guys.
If I was Tony, I would say the thing I enjoyed most is that I am the center of attention again. It was actually very good for my humility to realize that I was just part of a bigger thing in the Avengers, and it worked splendidly, and I really believe in my co-stars, and I love all the characters.